Hello friends, Intuitive Rene here, bringing you your week ahead tarot reading for the week of the 21st to the 27th of November 2021. Today I am going to, or this week I'm going to be working with the Spellcasting Oracle, and I'm also going to be working with the Forest of Enchantment Tarot. It's one I haven't actually used for quite some time and really looking forward to using it. So let's get into our week ahead and see what the energies are. What do we need to know and what do we need to be aware of for the week? We're going to start with the Oracle, and that's going to give us our theme for the week ahead. So I am going to shuffle, and I will speed it up so that it just makes it easier for you, that you have to watch me shuffling badly, because you can see the size of these cards in comparison to my hands. They're quite large. So let's shuffle and see what is the theme for the week ahead. Right, I have chosen a card. That one felt like it was the right one for us. So let's turn it over and see what is the theme for this week, the week ahead. Oh, I like that. Look how beautiful that is. These cards are absolutely exquisite. So it is the card of beauty. And if we have a look at it, so here we have a lady sitting, and I love how she's a full-figured lady. So she's not a stick figure, and she's looking at herself in the mirror. So she is brushing her hair, so she is taking a look at herself, and she's taking an honest hard look at herself, and she's seeing the reflection of herself in the mirror, and she's not focusing on the parts of her that are not perfect, but she is acknowledging the parts of her that are perfect, and perfect in her own eyes and not necessarily in the eyes of others. The other thing that I do note with the card is the colors. So we've got the full rainbow colors. It is just absolutely exquisite. And honestly, I think for a theme, we've got a bit of glare. For the theme ahead, for the week ahead, the theme for the week ahead, let me get the right words. I think this is wonderful because it's something, we're all very quick to talk about our faults. We're all very quick to talk about the parts of ourselves that are not perfect. We're all very self-critical, aren't we? And when it's like I'm reminded now, when you go for a job interview and the interviewer says to you, what are your strengths? And we sort of rattle off all our strengths. And when they say, well, what are your weaknesses? Like, oh, well, and here it's about facing those. It's about looking at that. It's about being honest and true to yourself, not just about the one side of you, but to recognize that you are a whole being. And being a whole being, that we have to recognize the good and the bad. And just because something isn't perfect by somebody else's standards doesn't mean that it's wrong. And it doesn't mean that it's a problem. But we have to be honest with ourselves first. So she's looking at herself in the mirror and she's saying, you know what, I have really beautiful skin and I have really beautiful hair and my eyes are gorgeous and all the rest of it. But maybe she's got a freckle or a pimple or something that she doesn't like about herself. So she's acknowledging it, but she's not being super self-critical about it. So she's acknowledging, well, you know what, if I could, I would change this or I would change that. But actually, I'm okay with who I am. But it's about acknowledging and recognizing that the term beautiful is relative. It's from each one's perspective, and therefore it's different to each one of us. And being okay, recognizing and being okay with your beauty, with somebody else's beauty, and acknowledging that. How often do we compliment other people? How often do we say something positive to somebody else? And again, I do think that that's what this card is saying to us. It's saying to us, let's acknowledge our own beauty and let's acknowledge the beauty of others as well. I like that. For a theme for the week ahead, I think that's actually quite awesome. All right, we're going to get into the tarot. And as always, I will draw out a card for each day of the week. I'm going to shuffle and lay them all out. And I actually think I'm going to move that card over there and hope that it helps with the glare, because we seem to have a glare at the side of the table. So again, I will speed up the shuffling just to save you the torture. And let's get straight into the shuffling and see what the week ahead has in store for us. All right, so we have laid out some cards. I'm trying to get them all to fit and make sure that we can see them all. I wonder if it'll be easier. Sorry, I know I should have planned this a little bit better before I started recording, but let's have a look and see how it goes. Okay, so we've got our theme for the week, which is beauty and all things beautiful, acknowledging it within ourselves and within other people. Let's have a look and see today, Sunday. Let's have a look and see what is the energy of the day. What do we need to know and what do we need to be aware of today? We've got the Nine of Cups. And I do apologize for the glare. It is going to be quite bad. Let me bring the card closer so that we can see Nine of Cups. So immediately what you see here is we're tossing a coin into a wishing well. And that's exactly what the Nine of Visions or the Nine of Cups is all about. It is the card of wishes coming true. But in order for your wishes to come true, it's about acknowledging. It's about knowing what it is that you want, knowing what it is that you're asking for or needing in your life, and doing something about it. Standing at the wishing well and just asking or wanting it is not enough. We actually need to toss the coin. You have to initiate, you have to instigate, you have to make it happen. And the Nine of Visions is the card of saying that your dreams can come true if only you believe and if only you react and do something about it. So I know there's a bit of a glare, but just forgive me for that. So bringing that Nine of Visions into the beauty, again, your dreams can come true. Your dreams are possible, but it's about number one, acknowledging it. And that's the beauty card. The beauty card is saying, let's acknowledge those aspects of ourselves that are beautiful, whether it's you that thinks so or other people who think so, it doesn't matter, but it's about you. It's about you recognizing the beauty that you have within and acknowledging beauty within other people and acknowledging your dreams, desires, and the things that you want and the things that are important for you. Acknowledge them and do something about it. So Sunday, and I do think that's a lovely card for Sunday because it's saying as we go into the next week, as we are about to embark on another 7-day journey, let's acknowledge the things that we want to achieve this week. Let's put a bit of attention and a bit of effort into recognizing the ambitions and the dreams and the things that you are working towards so that, and let's initiate and instigate it by throwing that coin into the wishing well. Let's put our hopes and our dreams out there, because if we don't, they might not come true. I also think, again, you all know that I'm a huge advocate for gratitude. And I do think, again, the Nine of Visions is saying to us, if we don't practice gratitude, if we don't put it out there, if the only thoughts and the only words that we speak, if the only thoughts that we think and the words that we speak are negative, worry, stress, and anxiety, the universe responds by giving you more. Law of attraction says that which you put out to the universe will respond. So let's put our dreams, our ambitions, and our goals. Let's focus on the positives. Let's focus on all things that are beautiful in our lives, and so that we can, as we go into the next week, we can be sure to attract more of the same. I like that. I think that's really good. Now let's have a look and see what is the energy around Monday. Monday, we have got the Five of Spells. Let's have a look at the Five of Spells. So spells in traditional tarot is the suit of wands. Now, if we have a look at it here, we've got five, I want to call them beings, because there's only three people, and then we've got two frogs, okay? And they seem to be, I hesitate to use the word war, but they seem to be at war with each other, except for this little frog in the corner. He's sort of sitting there quite disinterested and not really paying attention to what the others are doing. But they all seem to be fighting each other. They all seem to be going against each other. And that is exactly what the Five of Spells is all about. You can see they've all got their magic wands in their hand, and they are casting spells against each other or towards each other. And it's about fighting for victory. It's about trying to be the top dog. It's about, a little bit of chaos and a little bit of that kind of upheaval energy. And maybe what's happened here, when we look at the frogs, maybe they were little boys, but they've been turned into frogs. And maybe the other two there have been turned from boys to frogs to boys to frogs to boys to frogs all the time. And actually, if I, bring it a bit closer again, he's got frog's legs. So he's mid-transition. So they are pulling spells on each other and turning each other from boys and into frogs and so forth. I see I've broken the camera. Right, let's bring it into focus and let's see then if it works right. Okay, so Monday may have a little bit of that kind of manic, chaotic kind of energy where things are just flipping and changing really, really quickly, and you may feel like you're not in control. You may feel like you don't actually know what's going on, and you may be fearful about whether you're going to succeed or achieve the things that you want and that you need. So when we look at our theme for the week and when we look at Sunday's card, when Monday comes along, it's about Like, you can choose to be one of these four that are participating, playing, and causing a little bit of chaos, or you can choose to sit under the tree and just watch them. All right, where are you going to be? And I think if your focus, if your theme, if you take this in about acknowledging the things that you're good at, the things you're not good at, the beautiful within you, the beauty within you, and what you want to achieve in this week, then you can choose your position a little bit more carefully on Monday and not get sucked into that chaotic vortex. So, very good that that's come up for us on Monday, because it's giving you a chance to, when things start falling apart on Monday, when things start getting a little bit crazy, manic, and nightmarish, stop, breathe, observe, and say, right, where do I want to place myself? Do I want to participate in this game of frog? Or do I want to sit under the tree and wait for them to sort of tire themselves out and remain fairly unscathed? Okay, so that's very interesting energy for Monday. And I do think, you can prepare yourself based on these two cards. All right, let's have a look and see the energy for Tuesday. So Tuesday comes along. And what we have on Tuesday, if you have a look, there is the 9 of challenges. And what we've got here is we've got a young boy he's afraid, he's scared, he's out in the woods in the middle of the night, and every tree seems to look like a monster, and he's a little bit nervous and he's a little bit afraid. So he's found a tiny little space in the root system of a tree, and he's crawled into that, and he's afraid, he's scared. And the 9 of challenges, so in traditional tarot, challenges are the swords, and the 9 of swords is the card of nightmares, your fears. So there's definitely a progression that's developing here for us this week. So again, really good that we're having this foresight, that we're having this information ahead of schedule. The 9 of challenges is saying to you that, and it could be based on the chaos and whatever this trouble is that comes around on Monday, but on Tuesday you may be feeling a bit nervous, you may be feeling a little bit stressed out, a little bit uncertain around the outcomes. If that happens to you on Tuesday, I want to bring you back to our beauty card. I want to bring you back here and say, you know what? Take a long, hard, honest look. Get that mirror out, okay? Get that mirror out and take a long, hard, honest look at yourself. Take a long, hard, honest look at your circumstance, but also recognize, what is the wish, what is the coin that you're throwing into the wishing well? Is it a coin of hopes and dreams and ambitions, or is it a coin of fear, stress, and anxiety? Because we need to be focusing on the positives and not focusing on the negatives. And maybe, especially when we have a bit of a chaotic Monday, so immediately what happens then, Tuesday comes along, and this is the flow and this is the energy. So on Tuesday, let's now push that reset button, and let's, instead of just hiding and trying to stay away from the chaos, let's just focus on the positive and reset our goals, our dreams, and our ambitions. Okay, so that this situation doesn't get worse. All right, let's have a look and see what the energy of Wednesday. Okay, so things are getting a little bit better. Look at this, isn't she gorgeous? I love that smile on her face. All right, this is the Weaver of Boons. So Weaver in traditional tarot is the Queen, and Boons in traditional tarot is the Pentacles. And if you look at her, I mean, first of all, she is just absolutely gorgeous. She brings an offering, and you can see that she is so happy and so content, and she's living her best life, and she just loves and gives freely, honestly. She has so much abundance around her. So this offering that she's making, this gift that she's offering you, she's not it's not the last of what she has available to her. She has plenty. And let me tell you that this little basket is so full of herbs and magic. Can you see all the little stars? It's so full of herbs and magic and all things beautiful that you can use to your advantage to create a better life for yourself. I love the fact that she's barefoot, which means that she's so grounded and she's so practical and connected to earth energy. So for all of us on Wednesday, when Wednesday comes along, any opportunities that are presented to you, any gifts that are offered, just say thank you. Accept them open-heartedly and recognize that you can use those to progress yourself in whatever situation you're dealing with. So we've changed this. We're no longer nervous and afraid. We're no longer scared. We're actually now feeling confident that, you know what, I can do this. There's enough around me. There is enough opportunity and situation and circumstance. I can take that basket of herbs and I can use it to create so much more from that, because I am focusing on the positives in life. I'm focusing on all the good that there is and not allowing myself to get caught or trapped or stuck in the negative mindsets and the negative thinking. So, Weaver of Boons, she is wonderful. She is amazing. She knows exactly what you need. And on Wednesday, she's going to make that offering to you. She's going to give it to you. And to allow you, so she's not solving your problems for you, she's not eradicating the challenges, but what she's doing is she's offering you assistance and guidance to help you repair, fix, and mentor and change things for yourself. And I think that's perfect. That's actually quite wonderful. And I think that's what we all need, isn't it? We just need the tools so that we can do the things that we need to do for ourselves and not always rely on other people to do it for us. Okay, let's have a look at the energy of Thursday. So Thursday comes along and we're still staying within the suit of boons, and this time we have the Eight of Boons. And if you have a look, what she's doing is she is weaving and spinning. So she is taking whatever she can find. I want to say thread, but she's taking thread. You can see it hanging in the trees there. She's taking thread and she is spinning it to make it into something useful, and that she can then use these, and she can, weave fabric, and she can knit and crochet, whatever she needs to do. So the Eight of Moons, she is about hard work. She is about dedication, hard work, and commitment. But she also, it's like she doesn't stop. I almost want to call her a bit of a workaholic, but not in a negative sense, in a positive sense, because she knows that people can appreciate and use all the tools and all the things that she's creating. So what she's making has benefit to other people. The things that she's able to produce and to create benefit and help other people. And that's why she just keeps on at it. So if we look at how the week is playing out, if we look at the energies of the week, remember, we are going to focus on all the positives and the things that bring us joy and happiness. But the week starts off with us setting the intentions, putting those wishes out into the wishing well, positive wishes, making sure that we're not putting any negative stress or anxiety thoughts into our things. Monday, things start going a little bit pear-shaped. Tuesday, we suddenly start panicking. We bring ourselves back together. Wednesday, we're accepting the opportunities and the offers that come that allow us to improve and better our lives. And Thursday, we put it all together. Okay, so Thursday comes along and we're sort of taking the lessons of this week, the opportunities of this week, the circumstances of this week. We're sort of putting it together and doing the thing that we're good at doing the thing that we know we're capable of doing and that we enjoy doing and that we know will bring happiness and joy to everybody around us. I like that, actually. And let's have a look and see what Friday has in store for us. Oh, I love it. So we've got a Major Arcana card, and it is card number 5, and it is the oldest one. So card number 5 in traditional tarot would be the Hierophant. And I mean, look how beautiful this tree is. Just look at the expression on his face. Just look at those eyes. I love the little owl in the tree here as well. There's just so much wisdom there, isn't there? There's just so much peace, so much happiness, so much joy, and just so much tranquility. Can I use that word? All right. The oldest one is the card of just, I almost want to say, cultural, religious beliefs, simple, wholesome. When you're by that tree, you just feel so safe and you just feel so protected and you just feel so understood. There's no questioning, there's no challenging, there's just that, I'm going to call it faith, that belief, that understanding that everything's going to be okay. And that's where you're going to be on Friday, all right? Because you're going to take the advice that this week is giving you. So Friday comes along, and Friday, suddenly we're feeling very secure, we're feeling very strong, we're feeling very confident, but we're also feeling very protected, all right? And in our protection and recognizing who we are and all that we've achieved, there's just this comfortable happiness, if I can put it that way, in understanding that, yes, you've been through tough times, and yes, this week maybe hasn't been the easiest of weeks, but by Friday there's just going to be that happy smile on your face, knowing that, you know what, everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay as long as you stand tall and as long as you understand the cycles of life. That the tree has to lose its leaves as it goes into the winter period. In summer, when spring comes along, it starts sprouting new, and there's these cycles that we go through. All right, and let's have a look at how the week ends on Saturday. So Saturday comes along. I love it. 10 of Spells. Okay, so let's have a look at this. So 10 of Spells here, we have a whole bunch of ladies. They're not looking very happy, okay? They're looking a little bit, especially this lady in the blue and the lady in the red and this lady in the blue and all of them actually. They're all looking a little bit lost, a little bit bewildered. Barefoot again. Okay, she's got some shoes on, but you can see that they're walking a difficult path, and they're trying to support each other, they're trying to help each other, but maybe they're feeling a little bit lost. Maybe they're feeling like it's all just been a little bit too much. Have you ever had those kind of days where I'm thinking more along the lines of children, where there's just so much activity? It's been go, go, go the whole day, and birthday party after birthday party, and so many people, and by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, they are just exhausted. This is you on Saturday, okay? Because that's the energy of the 10 of Spells. 10 of Spells is saying, you know what, it's been a long, hard day. We are spent. We are exhausted. We don't have any energy left. We know we have to carry on, but you know what, if we had a choice, we would just lie down right there, right then, and just sleep. So 10 of Spells, it also, the message comes through the 10 of Spells is saying to you, don't give up just yet, because you are so close to getting back to your home, or getting to the end of your challenge or your problem or your situation. And if you gave up now, it would be really, really silly, because you're so close to the end. Just to bring our theme for the week into it, we can't, when Saturday comes along, it's about acknowledging all that we are. Again, the good and the bad, our strengths, our weaknesses, recognizing that we are a complete package, and that complete package contains both good and bad, yes and no, light and dark. We have all of these things. You cannot have the sun without a shadow. If the sun is shining, it is casting shadows somewhere. We cannot eradicate it. We just can't. And us as human beings, we are multi-dimensioned, faceted people, and we have so many things. And after this kind of a week, even though we were feeling so confident on Saturday, on Friday, we were feeling so strong and so confident on Friday. But you know what? By the time Saturday comes, and it is the end, getting towards the end of the year, we're all exhausted. And that's exactly what Saturday is. So Saturday is going to be a busy day. There's going to be a lot going on and a lot happening, and it may leave you feeling just a little bit petered out, okay? Just a little bit exhausted and a little bit like, I don't know, I just want it to stop. I just want it to end. But don't let it. Keep pushing through, because you're so close. You're so close to achieving everything that you've set out to achieve, to achieving your goals and all of those things. And acknowledge how you're feeling, but lean on your friends around you. Lean on the people that you're on this journey with. Lean on them and share and swap energy, so that if you're a bit low, somebody else can boost you up, and then you boost them. And we focus on that balance. We focus on that balance of who we are and what we have to offer. And if we can do that, I think we can get through this week really easily, really comfortably, and without too much drama and chaos. I do think the key here is Monday and Tuesday, because if we don't reel this in, okay, if we don't reel this in, I do think Saturday is going to be times 10, all right? Whereas if we can reel that in Monday and Tuesday, then it'll be fairly easy. Let's learn, let's achieve, let's understand where we're at and what we're dealing with. And by doing that, we can see and appreciate the beauty of who we are, what we are, and what we have to offer everybody else. So friends, I do think actually what I want to do is I'm going to take another oracle. So let's grab the deck again. I just want to take another oracle, just as I feel like I want to clarify. I feel like I want just a confirmation that actually everything is going to be okay. So I'm not going to do a big shuffle, but let's just do one or two, just asking for, just additional confirmation and clarification from Spirit that it is actually going to be okay. And I want to take that card over there. Let's see what we get. I have to laugh. Lighten your load. So here we have a person, all right? And you can see how stooped over and bent over they are. They're carrying the whole world on their back. So this actually feeds in or ties in so beautifully with what I've been saying. And that is also the message of Saturday. If we don't lighten the load, if we don't put that down and just allow ourselves the chance to relax the muscles and to stretch ourselves, we will eventually be crawling on the ground, okay, because that load is just so heavy. So I do think, as a confirmation for the whole week, that makes so much sense. We have to, starting today on Sunday, and as we go through the week, let that be our focus, to lighten the load and to not take everything so personally. See your flaws, celebrate your flaws, acknowledge your flaws, and see them as what makes you unique and what makes you truly beautiful. So, those parts of yourself that you don't like, that you don't enjoy, that you think are not fabulous, let's turn them into fabulous, and let's acknowledge them, let's celebrate them, and let's accept them. And by doing so, we will be lightening our load so that we don't get to Saturday feeling so mentally, emotionally, physically exhausted. All right, friends, let's have an awesome week. From wishing you everything of the best. And I do hope that this helps you. I do hope that this guides you through the next 7 days. Come back to it during the week. I think a midweek check-in might be necessary. Might do you good to do a midweek check-in, to just come back in and just remind yourself of what we're dealing with. And it'll be very interesting to see how Monday and Tuesday play out for you. You know what I have to say? Always let me know at the bottom. Comment below and let me know how this pans out, how your week pans out. I'd love to hear what happens Monday and Tuesday and how you respond to it. And hopefully we can lessen this on Saturday by lightening our load throughout the whole week. All right, friends, have an awesome, awesome, awesome week. With love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care.